Hi everyone, it's Jody Hurwitz. I'm a little bit in silhouette, but I wanted you to see New York City right behind me. I'm so blessed to live in a beautiful home in New Rochelle, New York, which was one of the first sites of the clusters. And the story now is that New Rochelians who are on the other side of the battle, they self-isolated, quarantined, and recovered from the illness over the course of going on the last 6 weeks. They're now on their way to New York City to donate their plasma, to give what they can now to help others. Plasma will be rich with antibodies that will cure the disease. And again, a silver lining, this awareness that we are intrinsically good, compassionate, and that being grateful to others for all that they give is a very important part of the yoga culture. Seeing each other, seeing kind acts or random acts of kindness that maybe you aren't even aware of. I think one of the silver linings of this awful disease will be that we can see each other more beautifully now, more open, and with more experience under our belts of getting through something really bad, finding and summoning that internal heroic strength that is used to remind us we can get through anything. So I wanted to offer just a few minutes of midday chair yoga. This is a really wonderful way to take yourself away from your desk work. Even if you're working from home, we're still seated. We're constantly unaware of our patterns of slouching or keeping an ear to the phone or the way that we're sitting on one hip and not the other. And so just a few moments here to set your work aside, to come to a nice, comfortable seat in your chair, lift up and lower if you need to. You can have your pillow back behind you, but sit up nice and tall for a moment. I like to ground the palms down onto the thighs, and I can feel that gentle connection. And if I feel any tension in the neck or shoulders, I gently roll them up, down, and back. Or I take some simple neck rolls. If you're feeling dehydrated, you can lick the lips. And then feeling a peaceful expression come across the face as you soften the space between the brows. Lips are lightly touching as you take some deep, nourishing breaths. Above all, we are breathing into an inner peace. We are using the breath to access the inner sanctuary that we know is already inside of us. We're using the yoga practice as a vessel on a life journey of finding the doors to that sanctuary. Sitting up taller if you're slouching. Very slowly reaching the palms together and bringing the thumbs to the heart. Dedicating our practice today to those out there in the world, fighting for all of us, helping us now. Gently blink the eyes open, add a smile to the face, interlace the fingers, and reach the arms out long in front of you, and then up and overhead. Exhale, bring the hands back down, palms together at the heart. Again, interlace, reach, and lift. And if you want to exhale the arms wide and bring them together at the heart, you can. You have arms on your chairs that might be not as easy. Sit a little forward, make some space. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, open wide, and then bring the hands together at the heart. Have to be careful not to knock over this beautiful prism. It's a gift from my parents. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open wide. Wings of the arms. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. Nice. We're going to use this time to find pigeon in our desk chair or our home chair. You can sort of wipe off the bottom of your feet. Clean feet is a very important part of your sacred home space, your yoga studio. And you can see here I've got the ankle over the knee, creating a figure 4 type shape. This feels really good here, just to flex the toes. Can press my hands down into the top knee. And I am feeling that in the outer right hip. When you take a shape, you just stay there and breathe. When you come into sensation, it's helpful to close the eyes. Take a deep breath. And feel. Got my windows open. I hear some construction outside, but even the noises around us become a welcome tool. See if you can, rather than focus on the distraction, focus on your own breath or on the feeling that you're creating. Exhale, blink the eyes open. Simply uncross that foot, set it back down. Take the other foot. Finding that hip opener. Now flexing through the toes will be very helpful. That will shoot the energy all the way up the hip. Perhaps that same hand can gently press down to intensify the sensation. I'm just sitting in my chair, taking a fiver from the events of the day, from the work and the responsibilities. I'm just giving myself the gift of presence by focusing on my next breath. Simultaneously, I'm opening up slowly into the joints of the body. One more here. Exhale completely. Unwind. And I want to take you into a nice forward fold. I may have to tilt down here, but again, you're sitting on the edge of your seat. You start to walk the body forward, hands crawl down the legs, belly to thighs, drop the head.
Feels so good here. You can just keep the hands on the floor. Or you can have other arm variations. If the shoulders are nice and open,
you can interlace the hands back behind you. Come back into your fold and reach the arms overhead.
You can start to make circles, clock and counterclock.
Take some deep breaths.
So choosing an arm position that feels good, letting the head hang heavy so that all the tension from the back of the neck can release. Release the arms, slowly roll up.
Restacking vertebra by vertebra. Take a moment, let that resonate. Just a simple hang in your own chair, in your own home or office can switch up the juju energetically. Open the eyes and you'll come into a little bit of a seated twist in your little home chair yoga practice today. One hand to the arm of the chair or the edge of the chair. Other hand to the back of the chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly twist. Now you're keeping the nose in the middle of the breastbone. Try and keep the head and torso together as one unit. Inhales, lengthen us. Exhales, twist us slightly deeper. Notice my chin going a little too far over. I want to try and twist together. One more here. And then on that next exhale, go ahead and let the neck turn all the way over the back shoulder. Good. Slowly unwind. Other side. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale for length. Exhale, and that last breath, you can let the chin turn all the way back behind you. Maybe feel that twist deep into the side of the body. Untwist, exhale slowly. Good, and then some other yoga you can do in your chair if you want to find some strength, as though you were holding a plank or doing one of those power moves. Hands to the arms of the chair, pull your belly in, and at the base of the exhale, everything lifts up, 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 and lower. Woo, 2 more like that. Press down, lift up, and release. And you can play with if you're lifting up on the inhale, and lowering on the X, or inhaling in your seat. Exhale, belly and lift up. I think I like that one better. You can even straighten the legs and lower. Whew, you can even build a little heat in your chair yoga. Last of all, best of all, seated meditation in a chair. Now you can keep your legs uncrossed right on the floor, or you can come to a cross-legged seat. You can choose a hand position that feels natural for you, returning to the palm down version and the palm up version. Thumb and forefinger gently touch. You can even stack your palms and press the thumbs together in the middle of the lap. You'll spend 1 to 5 minutes focusing on your breath, meditating on the kindness of strangers, the loving devotion of yoga practitioners all over the world doing their part during our collective time of need. Thank you for tuning in, the yoginis and the quarantinis. Sending our love to you. Mwah. Namaste.